explain it, nah. Maybe it's the way you look in my eyes. How I feel is
What's
beyond
good, y'all?
words.
It's your good sis Erica Vane back again with another Insecure video, and in this video, I am breaking down season 3, episode 5. Let's get into it. Issa opens the episode lifting her little heart out because in the last episode we saw her quit. We got y'all, finally. So she got to keep that coin coming while she figures out her next move. Molly is now working with Torian, which we also saw in the last episode because she dropped the women in her office to assist Torian as she makes a mad dash for more notoriety at work. Molly and Issa cross paths at the start of the episode while Issa is playing assistant to Molly, trying to make sure that she does not back out of going on that Coachella trip. The crew heads to Coachella and things get interesting after a brief, boring start. But Nathan pops up in the desert and invites Issa to a party, which they all go to and then do Molly at, and then that takes the trip up another notch. The largest parts of this episode are the hijinks that the crew get into and the deeper connection that Nathan and Issa establish. And for the first time, it feels like Issa really could have a viable option for her next long-term relationship, with the possibility of them being so much more, and here's why. Issa confesses some more to Nathan on the Ferris wheel, and it's the organic comfort that she feels would do for me. From the start, there has been no pretense with them. They've showed up as themselves for themselves and became fast friends, and as we see in this episode, lovers, because the vibes are just that right. While Issa and Nathan are fucking on the Ferris wheel, Kelli instigates a melee with some white folks in the fields of Coachella. Full on brawl, y'all. They literally have a full on brawl, and then they get ushered out of the Coachella grounds, and Kelli gets tased when trying to re-enter. Child, when I tell you this whole sequence was hilarious, watching Tiffany trying to wrangle everybody in because she's the only sober one. Molly is high off her ass on Molly and then panicking because they had no cell service and she wasn't able to get all of the updates that were requested by her bosses for this brief that she was working on. Issa's off frolicking with Nathan and everything is just going awry. And then of course it's all things due. Time passes and things settle. Issa comes back to the house after connecting with Nathan, gets everyone to settle down, go to bed. They wake up the next day and recount everything that's actually going on and are good. Our girls are good. Nobody's mad at Issa, which was one of her main concerns, and everybody's alive and well. But Tiffany has a moment with Issa before the end of the episode in the car when she speaks about feeling left out and how everything has changed, and it feels more like foreshadowing than speaking of what has happened. Because yes, we did see her at Coachella, seeing Molly with Asian Bay, seeing Issa with Nathan, seeing Kelli with the friend, because I don't even remember old boy's name, and she felt left out. We saw earlier in the series where they mentioned like they have a group chat without her now because she's pregnant and she can't do certain things. So she definitely speaks to that, but it really did feel like in a moment where she's talking to Issa about this, that it feels like it's foreshadowing for how things are really going to change in the future, because we've seen some little subtle nuances of it in the past, but not enough for her to really be in the space that they are now. I think that everyone can kind of feel how different they're all becoming as people, and that's pushing them all farther apart. But you can't even stop to think on this in this conversation in the car with Issa and Tiffany, which is very beautiful when they have it. You can't even stop to think on that too long because Issa runs into Lawrence, who's in the last scene of the episode makes his triumphant return back to the series. Bruh, the way I hollered when this first premiered, so good. Just Issa's luck though. New Bay is loading and Obey appears. Y'all think Lawrence is gonna be trouble? This is when the series turned around and got really, really, really good. All right, y'all, that is my breakdown for episode 5 from season 3. Now you know you gotta hit that subscribe button and turn on your bell notifications if you haven't already, because I am breaking down every single episode and I cannot wait to talk about episode 6 once Lawrence is back and we get to catch up on what he had going on. But then also know that Issa got a new bae that we actually kind of like. So hit the subscribe button, turn on your bell notifications so that you don't miss any of my Insecure videos. I do have my Insecure playlist link for you on screen if you also need to catch up. Season 5 is almost here and you don't want to miss any of my Insecure coverage. It's your girl Erica Vane. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.